Donald Trump is the first black president.
Huh? Amen.
Because he's the first one that has actually addressed issues in the black community.
Wait. Hold up. This can't be one of our brothers. Nah, he can't be one of us. There has to be something in the water, because there's no way you just called Donald Trump the first black president.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
Donald Trump is the first black president.
Amen.
Because he's the first one that has actually addressed issues in the black community.
How?
Like, Obama didn't do it.
He said it, not me.
I mean, in my lifetime, I've gone through Clinton, Bush, and Obama. Neither of them have done anything.
They certainly haven't advocated for responsibility and taking ownership of your own life and knowing that you are an individual and that in America, you have freedom. We defined you as free.
They didn't even put America first. Yeah, guys. You know, Donald J. Trump puts America first. So you got to love that man.
Awesome.
Got to.
You guys, this event is absolutely incredible. What's happening in this country, what's happening here in the heart of Los Angeles, California. We are flipping California red. And we are taking America back for red, white, and blue. All colors, all flavors, all races, all religions.
This man say all flavors. What flavors is he expecting?
You freaky as hell.
I swear, they be saying anything. So this clip just happened to come by before the election, so I'm surprised this slipped under the radar. Let me look at the comments. And the comments ain't looking good. Someone's like, he ain't wrong.
Boy, if you don't...
What are you talking about?
Most people will tell you this is not emergency powers, what he's doing.
And is it hurting your constituents?
Yes, right. We heard just yesterday, we have a company that makes combines. They're moving all of their manufacturing that makes combines for Canada to Europe. Because of the tariffs from going to U.S. to Canada are too high, they can't compete. So they're going to move all the manufacturing for Canadian combines to Europe. That's hundreds of jobs right there. Iowa and Nebraska are really struggling right now with our farm economy. We're not growing markets for corn and soybeans. The president's making trade deals, but not a single country that I can see has bought more corn or soybeans. And that's what we really need right now. Tariffs aren't working, at least the coffee. I mean, I went to buy coffee when I came back from my apartment, and it was up $4 the bag that I buy, right? People, that's not success right there. So I feel like if we have an opportunity to speak up, other people think they'd rather try to give them more time. But I think a lot of people share my view on tariffs. They share my view.
A lot of people are scared of it. They're terrified about getting...
Yeah, I've been baptized in fire already. A lot of people don't want to go through that.
Ain't nobody trying to do all that. Why do Republicans only speak out after they announce their retirement? I guess this is the only time when they're free to do what they want to do and say what they want to say. Before that, they're all just like yes men, from what we could see. Wait, as a farmer and one of his constituents, I'd like to say thanks, Don, for making sure my farm probably ends with me. Damn. Hey, if you're losing your farm, that's sad to say, man. But if you also voted for Trump, this is just really the consequences of your actions. Too bad he waited until announcing he's not running for re-election to speak out. It's a cowardice move. You want to speak up when you're ending your career and retiring, but you don't want to say anything or do anything when you have the job. It speaks a lot about these parties, man. And these are the people you elect to represent you?
Wow, man. Damn.
Aiden Ross and Theo Vaughn are learning in real time what happens when you tie yourself to Donald Trump and the ramifications of it going for the rest of your adult life. Aiden Ross reveals he regrets going the political route last year, saying too many people associate him with it without even knowing him first. I will never care about another politician again. We are all humans at the end of the day. What Aiden Ross really means is he's mad that he limited his potential fans to only people that associate with Donald Trump, because anyone that does not like Donald Trump does not want anything to do with Aiden Ross. Sense. Theo Vaughn on DHS using him in a deportation snuff film. My father immigrated here from Nicaragua. One of my prized possessions is his immigration papers from when he came here. I have them in a frame. This was just fucked up. It was fucked up. Theo Vaughn, what did you think was going to happen when you tied yourself to someone at his rallies that were yelling mass deportations? What the fuck were you thinking? This is my issue with some of you first or second generation immigrants. You forget where the fuck you came from. At one point, you or your family were the same people that came over here and migrated to America. So for you to be on some mass deportations and not have any sympathy until you understand it now that they're tying you to that, you will forever forever be tied to Donald Trump and all of his policies and all the bullshit that he does. So I just hope it was worth it.
What's Aiden Ross saying, man? Bro, what is there to know? You made a decision to side with someone. You had him on your live stream, and now you're complaining that people don't want to get to know you first and they already have an image of who you are.
You done lost your damn mind.
Can't stand on business, can't stand for something, and always complaining and being a victim about everything. And then Theo, there's not even much to say about you, man. Clowns, honestly. I don't want anyone making excuses for them. They sided with Trump knowing full well what his connection to Epstein are, what he will do if elected. I want people of color to stop forgiving these grifting POS MFs who's clearly pro-right-wing.
Heard you got deported, dude. Bye.
Podcaster Theo Von called out the Department of Homeland Security for using footage of him in a video touting deportations. Von posted on social media that he didn't approve of DHS posting the video seemingly without his permission. The right-wing podcaster scolded the department, saying his views on immigration are more nuanced than the video.
Oh, really?
The video has since been taken down from DHS's official X account, and it is unclear what led to its removal. CNN has reached out to DHS and X for comment. Vaughn has been a supporter and ally of President Trump.
He's one of the most famous people on earth, and I'm grateful for this chance to learn more about the man behind the headlines.
Trump appeared on Vaughn's popular podcast this past weekend during the 2024 presidential race. In recent months, the podcaster has expressed growing dissatisfaction with Trump's second stint in the White House.
I felt like it was supposed to be America first. You just really start to feel very disillusioned pretty quickly. And I don't mean disillusioned in people. I don't mean disillusioned in like the human beings, but this disillusioned in our leaders.
Sorry, Theo, I'm not understanding this. You had the man, you know what, even if I break it down, it still wouldn't add up. The math ain't mathing. He voted for this ish. You thought what? You were safe and your family would never see the pain we all have to endure? Everyone else is suffering. I mean, you're seeing what ICE is doing. Arresting people, taking them away from their family, no due process. Now, like places like Chicago looks like a whole battlefield.
So in my office, Skyline Smiles, I have a wall of fame. I have pictures of many Republican leaders, elected officials in the community. Once in a while, I get patients that come into my office, and when they see the pictures, you'd think their butt was on fire. So I have a secret hat I use sometimes. It says, "Make your smile great again."
Ugh.
So I wear that when I work on my patients. So when they look horrified or complain, I quietly cut back on the laughing gas and say, "You got this. It's not as bad as you think it is."
That is Dr. Harleen Greenwald. She's a dentist. She has branded herself as the MAGA dentist. This is her TikTok account. She works at Skyline Smiles in Santa Clarita, California. This is her, dentist page, if you will. She is caught on mic stating that she gauges the reactions of her patients to a wall that she has in her office that is filled with MAGA figureheads or whatever. And she wears a hat that says "Make Smiles Great Again." She gauges the reactions of her patients to figure out which ones are Democrats and which ones are Republicans. And then she purposely cuts back on the laughing gas of patients who are Democrats to inflict more pain on them. So this is me letting you know that this is this dentist and this is how she feels, and to not go to her. And in fact, I think the internet will have a fun time with this. This person should not have a license. This person should not be a doctor. This person should not be a dentist. They should not be practicing on the general public. If you cannot leave your politics out of serving the general public, you should not be serving the general public.
She's absolutely right. You should not be operating at all. And then, the funny thing about this, which I love so much, is people love to snitch on themselves. Oh, they love to share a good story. Now we know your business, and now everyone knows what you've been doing, and I'm pretty sure it's not looking well for her. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be good since she's located in California. Someone's like, she's in pediatrics. Her patients are children. Oh, hell no, they can't. Are you serious? Oh, she going to hell. Because of your political views? Because of who you support, you're going to do this? Oh, let me know if it's children, guys, because this is getting even worse and worse from what I'm seeing.
Hi, I'm Tori and I've left MAGA. What originally attracted me to MAGA was I grew up really poor, and the idea of a president who wouldn't take a dime from his presidency really resonated with that piece of me, as well as patriotism. He sold patriotism wrapped up in a bow very nicely. A very big breaking point for me was January the 6th. Patriotism does not include claiming a presidency that you did not earn and asking people to storm and attack our Capitol. And from there, it really spiraled into me learning a lot about Donald Trump and the things he has done and the things he has said. I'm speaking out now because there are a lot of people on the fence about leaving, and I want them to understand that there are people who have done that and who are avid, staunch supporters of speaking to the other side. There's a lot of criticism we face when we speak out against it, which is absolutely valid and fair. However, for us to move forward, we need to get more people out, and they need a safe space to land.
It's a welcome space. If you're willing to accept the mistake you've done, I feel like you should be okay to just step out and say what you need to say with your chest open. Now, I can't speak for everyone who would want to scold you. You know, we don't have control over that. But I mean, if they throw a few jabs that are a little bit hilarious, then you know what? It's fair play. Thank you for speaking out, Tori. We appreciate you. You see, a very safe space. I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on all the clips, especially some of those ridiculous ones. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, if you haven't, also check out this video. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. But I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.